Hey, I'm Sue Henry, aka Sassy Broad. So let me ask you a question. Are you trying to make money online and you've spent money on courses, maybe coaching, all these other things, and all you've got to show for it is more debt? You haven't made a profit yet? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 hacks that can get you into profit faster. So before we get started, I hope that you like this video, that you'll go ahead and you'll subscribe, hit the notification bell because I come to you with some real content. It's not just a pitch fest or I always like to call it pitch slapping. We're not going to do that. So here, what are the 3 things? Well, here's what I see in my years of being in business is that it's really easy to go in and buy these programs. And what happens? We're all excited. We're pumped up. Yes, this is going to be the one that works, right? And so we dig in and we go through module after module after module, and we spend all this time. And at the end of the week, at the end of 2 weeks, at the end of the month, we're still kind of in learning mode and we haven't made any money. Or maybe you, after the first few times that you've gone in and you've learned and studied what you're being taught, maybe you've tried implementing a couple of things, but you haven't made any money. You haven't seen any traction yet. Does that make sense? Well, I'm here to tell you that we get so caught up in the learning, but the learning, as important as that is, the doing is what's really important. So here are the 3 things. First of all, when you sit down, allot your time. So if you've got an hour that you can spend on your online business every day, whether it's in the morning, the evening, during lunch hour, if you've got a job, whatever it is, the first 30 minutes need to be income producing activities. What do I mean by that? Income producing activities are the things that you're actually doing. So it's sending friend requests, it's commenting on other people's feeds, it's giving and thought to your post. What are you going to post? How are you going to add value? What are you going to put to make people smile? So maybe you want to, for your post, you want to have kind of a daily theme. Maybe Monday, it's Motivation Monday, Transformational Tuesday, Wealth Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, and Fun Day Friday. Maybe you want to go with something like that. So you've always got something fun to add. Remember that people buy from people. So if you just pitch all the time and talk about your products or what you do for people and not talk about your lifestyle, you're missing the boat because people, think about it for a minute. Did you want to make money online just because you wanted more money? No, it's what that money can buy you, right? It's what that money can buy you. Can it buy you peace of mind? Can it help make that car payment? Can it pay off credit cards? Can it help to get a new wardrobe? Whatever it is, get your kids in school, whatever that may be. That's why we do it. So when we could talk about the lifestyle, when I go and I post about all of the different bands and the different music festivals we go through to this throughout the summer, people love it. Why? Because it shows the lifestyle. If I didn't have money coming in on a regular basis, would I be able to do all those things? No, because most of the time we end up spending the night in a hotel. It may be even a 2 or 3 hour drive each way. All of those things take time and money. And so why did you join what you were doing? And what are the benefits you're reaping? What are some of the fun things you're doing, even if you're not doing it on the scale you want to yet? So those are the kinds of things you're going to post. So now the second part of that equation is, you've got this 1 hour, you spend 30 minutes posting. And remember, engaging with other people is really important. Now you spend the last 30 minutes studying. Why do you do it that way? Because I know from experience that if I went ahead and every time I would study first, and then I would, even if I set my alarm so that at 30 minutes it was done, and I went in to do the activities, I would end up not doing them. I would think, oh, I'm done mentally. I learned this thing and then check it off my list and I would go and I would forget the most important part. So whatever amount of time you have, divide that in half, spend half learning, but half implementing, but do the implementation first. Okay, that's hack number 1. Hack number 2 is intention. Yeah, and set your intention. What does that got to do with anything? Somehow, I don't know how it works, I'm not that smart, but somehow the energy we're feeling when we're posting, when we're doing things online, even when we're learning, it comes through everything we do, including your persona on the internet. So if I'm all grumpy or if I'm just, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to pay my car payment this month, blah, blah, blah. And I go and I have that kind of an attitude when I am posting, I'm going to get a lot less interaction just because no matter how good the post is, just because my intention, even though I didn't mean it to be, is coming from desperation. So when we set our intentions, we're setting ourselves up more for success, but we're also putting the energy out there so that those people who are looking for what we have to offer and how we offer it personally are going to be more attracted to us. So what does this mean? So if I go and I think about my intention, today before I did this video, I thought, how can I better serve people? How can I help them, whether they work with me or not? How can I give them a couple of tips that can help them get into profit faster? That's why the energy I've got coming from here is honest, it's sincere, it's intentional, and it's filled with integrity. Because to be honest with you, whether you buy from me or not isn't the point. The point is, how do we get you into profit faster? And that's one of the keys. So the first key was, what do? You divide your hour or whatever it is. So you're doing income producing activities first, and then you're doing learning the second part of that. The second thing is setting your intention. Are you here to serve? How do you want to serve? How do you want to be seen as a leader? How are you showing up? So that's the other thing you want to do. That's the second thing, is intention. And then the third thing, let me look at my notes, is the third action is to automate as much as you can. So there are certain things that you can do, like sending friend requests, whether it be on Facebook or connection requests on Instagram, posting all of those different kinds of things. If you could automate that to some extent and have questions that people are responding to. So maybe, so for instance, I just created a short survey. It's a 5-question survey. So I'm asking people that I'm connected to, or the new friend requests, I'm asking if they'd be willing to take this short survey. It's a free survey. They don't even have to opt in, but it's going to help me gauge what people are looking for. So automation is really important, especially when time is limited, because when you've got things automated, then after you've gone in and you've done some of your work, you've set your intention, and then you turn around and you've got automation working for you in the background. Now, when you're going into do the learning, you've already got something working in the background. So it's like you're doing two things at once, and it makes it really powerful. So those are the 3 tips. Remember, you want to, whatever your set amount of time is that you've got to work on your business, divide it in half. Half is for learning, half is for implementation or taking action, but the action always comes first. Otherwise, you will not take the time to do it. I know that from experience. The second thing is intention. Intention is so important. People feel your energy. And guess what? You feel your own energy too. So when you come to a place, when you're posting online and you're communicating with people, when you're writing posts, when you're writing a blog post, when you're studying, when you come through it as, how can I use this information to help serve others and help them get into profit while I'm getting into more profit myself, that's going to come through. And then the third one is automate when you can. So if you've got any questions, please go ahead, reach out to me. But this is really, really important. Don't be one of those people who has a computer filled with courses and programs and downloads that you've only gone partially through and never finished anything because the next shiny object caught your eye because you weren't making money yet. Choose one thing, one person to follow, and just get it done. Go through it step by step by step by step, and do it even when it's uncomfortable, because trust me, it's going to be uncomfortable. But the discomfort lessens as you start making money and having that come in. So I look forward to hearing from you again. Please subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it immensely if you found value in this, and go ahead, hit the bell notification if you would like to be notified when more videos come out. And if you know somebody that is actually kind of stuck in this rut of always learning and never implementing and never getting to profit, you might want to share this with them as well. So have a great day, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.